Sup shitters, my name is Logan aka Spiderhands and welcome to SB Reviews, where today we're checking out another New Zealand band because we checked out Lady last time. We're going to check out Stonehurst today and we're going to be listening to their albums titled Strange Urge. So without further ado, we're going to switch over to here to Strange Urge on Spotify and we're going to listen to the first 6 tracks, starting with Step Outside, and we're going to hear what we think. Oh, nice little synth intro. Oh, damn, dude. Heavy as hell, man. I'm loving those driven guitars. Oh. Because, like, I've never listened to these guys before, right? I'm in love with the vocalist. He sounds dope. Hey, vocal harmonies as well. Dig it. Like, there's absolutely no screwing around. It's straight balls to the wall rock, man. No free real estate. It's all taken up. So heavy, dude. It's like not overly aggressive though. Like, it's not like they're really trying to shove it in your face that they want to sort of smash your eardrums in. It's just been mixed really well to the point that the drums and the guitars and bass and everything and the vocals just sit in a really sort of nice spot. I'm liking the groove, the overall groove on those kind of bluesy kind of lead riffs there. Is that a cowbell as well? Man, they've got everything in this first track. Oh, nice little vocal run on that one. Okay, I'm hearing some sort of repetition of vocal parts there. That's good. Oh damn, a bit of sizzle on that singing there. Hey, a nice little bit of reverb and delay on that chorus to really help those pipes stand out. It has been limited, but it's not to a point where it's where it is making for a lesser experience. Oh, that kind of diminished kind of harmony there near the end of that run was pretty sweet. Again, I'm loving the addition of that cowbell though. That is, oh. Okay, we got this main musical theme being repeated for effect. And a bit of a elongated bit here. Ooh, we got a guitar solo. Hey! And a nice little bit of modulation on that lead line as well. That's pretty dope. That's a cool introduction. It's like a very simple melody on that guitar, but it's effective. And a little interlude. It feels very balanced so far. It's not like the vocalist is trying to take all the attention for himself. Everything else in the mix has their time to shine as well. Oh, and back to that chorus. Nice transition back into this. Damn, that sizzle is sexy as hell, man. And we got some organ in there as well. I love it. I dig it. That is a very singly kind of track. I reckon that might have been one of their singles. It's good to step out the gate with that one. And Close to Home, number 2. Very similar in tone, Step Outside, Close to Home. A little bit of... Oh, damn. Going for that halftime. Happy and Stomach Blues scaling there, man. So tightly mixed. The production on this is pretty stellar at the moment. Toms have been panned nicely. I'm loving how the organ and guitar parts are working together. Hey, and here we go with the singing. Very much a live sound to this. It sounds like they're not really making the music specifically for themselves. It sounds like this kind of music would be dope in a live environment. Close to home. Ooh. Call and answer? How could you be so blind? Oh, nice harmonic shift there. And back to that verse line. Cool. Again, there's no messing around in this. Stonehurst, they don't take the listener for granted. I love that kind of growly style. It's not overdoing it. You can tell the guy's been doing this for a while and knows how to take care of his vocal cords. Alright, and then to the hook now? Yeah. I'm starting to figure out what's going on with this one. Ooh. Very sultry. That, the stringsman is very adept. In more ways than one, like, it can be very tempting when you're doing a solo to just go wild and play all of the notes, but this guy is riffing back to his main sort of melodic sort of theme without even really modulating it. He's just kind of going back to it and building on it, and I think that's really effective. Got a bit of the harmonical melodic minor in there. Oh, got some fourth harmonies here. And drummer just keeping that low and going strong. And the bass is really subtle, but it's in there too. I'm loving hearing the instrumental side of things from Stonehurst. Oh, everyone's really... like, these guys sound like they're a touring act, you know? Ooh. That kind of legato run was pretty dope there. It's really nice to listen to a singer who can do both the really kind of rough, gritty stuff as well as the really nice, clean stuff. Oh. Kind of a proggy kind of vibe to this bit. Oh. Getting a hell of a vibe from this, aren't we? A lot of energy, charisma in this track. Oh. Really, they're massive fans of the power chords, man. The major and minor harmonies are left for the interactions between the guitarists. Oh, another solo. 2 solos in 4 minutes 17. These guys do not mess around. Like, that's crazy effort. Dope. Dope. That was a really solid effort. So 2 for 2, man. 2 for 2. We got 4 more to go because we do 6 per review. And I'm really enjoying listening to these local Kiwi bands. Like, I listened to Elite, they were pretty dope as well. There's a lot of talent in New Zealand. And even Christchurch, you know, like where I live, there's a lot of really good bands and artists. But what else is there? Free Yourself, number 3. Is a bit more low-key, isn't it? Yeah? Got some filters on that sort of bass synth. Oh, driving. Considering this is 313, this may be another single. Huh? Hey, we got some distorted synth work here, or is that a bass? That's just a bass guitar that's distorted. Nope, there is a bass there. Hey, I'm digging it. I'm guessing that the keysman is playing the various parts using like plugins or something like that, or maybe like they have the presets in their actual keyboard. I mean, it would be cool if they had access to like an organ for the recording. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Is there some octave work on that bass guitar? Lovely. Shit, man, that's rough. Very mysterious lyrics. Oh. Damn, that low, that drop chord, that drop like drop C or something like that. Really heavy, really potent here. And going back to that high there is a nice touch. It really contrasts with the end of that. It brings you back and welcomes you, takes you by the hand. Oh, we got some cool sort of like EDM-ish elements here. But like late noughties, early 2000s kind of like new metal stuff going on. Oh. I'm loving the post work on the drums. And those kind of backing vocals are a nice touch. Oh, dude. To be able to sing like that, to be able to perform like that as a lead, that's not easy stuff to pull off, you know? You have to work years to be able to get that sort of technique here, you know? And back to that hook. Yeah. That's a nice way to split this in half. The second half is a whole lot heavier than the first. The first part is like full of hope to try and communicate to the person a very important message. And the second is kind of like the business end saying, you know, like, if you don't pay attention, man, this is what's going to happen. That was a nice way to finish. There's so much going on in these 3 minutes. It just feels that there's like, if they were like, oh, memories number 4. Oh, some wah work. Loving that 8th groove. The 8th groove is sick here. Oh. Very strong rhythms here. Percussion work, bass and drums are working well together, as they should. Oh. Getting a mix of like a Dio and stiff vibe there. It's kind of a filthy kind of rhythm riff here, you know? There's a lot of space in here despite how much they fit into each track. And going back into that intro section for a bridge. Memories of things I don't like. Alright. I like how he spreads these words over his vocal runs and melodies. He accentuates the ones he needs. He's very efficient with the way he delivers his lyrics. Yeah, it is. Life is too short, man. Yeah, I'm getting the feel for this. Like, there is a sense of ambiguity to the lyrics, but it's not too much that it becomes inaccessible, you know? There's like a liberal amount of lead guitar work in this, but it still doesn't seem like too much. Again, it's great to have that balance between the singer and the rest of the instrumentalists in the band. It's not one or the other. So those chromatic shifts are kind of dope. Oh, that's a change in feel. Changing that chord progression there. Yeah, going down a step, a half step. Step or a half step. Oh. Just, you know, revolving around that root note and then dropping light, that is a really cool way to shake things up in the later half of the song. Without really kind of doing too much damage to the original groove. Nice some pitch harmonics in there. Like, the guy's obviously a talented instrumentalist. He's just grooving on those kind of blues rocky kind of pentatonic and blues scale runs. And those kind of unison bends and stuff like that. That's kind of his thing, you know? That's his happy place, and I can respect that. You know, because there's obviously like risks that you can take when you rely too much on straight majors and minors. There are notes that will clash. Pentatonics are a safe option. I'm glad that the lead didn't continue over this bit. It's like powerful enough with the vocals, the drum shifts, drum chops, and the rhythm is just heavy as hell. It doesn't need more stuff out. It's a really nice way to finish it. These guys are incredibly competent musicians, and people should be paying more attention to them if they aren't already, you know? Nice, and it's a fine line within the EQing, right? But that was very high pitched, and it still didn't seem very sharp. The mastering engineer did a great job there with that part. Number 5 out of time. Kind of more of a kind of arpeggio kind of bit going in here. Again, the rhythm guitarist has been incredibly consistent throughout this whole time. Again, delivering plenty of those like drop tune power chords to really let the vocalist have their way with the scale however way they see fit. It's a lot trickier even when you do the basic major or minor chords because of the fact that you have that third, and if someone sings either side or you play around with the blues or country scales, it can get very tricky. Ooh. Very different to the start. They managed to fit 3 or 4 different ideas in each song and make it work and be like kind of... They're cognizant of the fact that there's a bit of a line they're running, and they managed to avoid overdoing it. There's a beauty to the way that he's singing at the moment. That way he's vocalizing himself and his concepts. The music, like in that verse part, was very gentle, and the bridge is kind of leading you towards something a bit heavier, a bit more intense. I think like the effects chain on those guitar parts really make the riff. If you tried to put it like through some light fuzzy distortion or something like that, it wouldn't have really had the grit to it. It's difficult to get a good distortion tone, but these guys have sort of sorted it out. Okay, there's a build in the power of the singing here. All right, we're splitting the verse lines in 2 to let that kind of fade out of those last few words resonate with the rest of the harmonies and rhythm sections. It's cool they're going half-time for this with the percussion because it does just make it seem like things are moving a bit more slowly. Like he's crying out for help and you need to stop and pay attention. Ooh. Okay, that was an interesting shift there, back into that pentatonic. This is very much the Stonehurst I've come to sort of recognize at this point. Yeah, that major choice for that end was a curious decision, but I respect it. You know, it's his own style, and that's okay. You know, again, like the songwriting within this band is very strong. It's very compelling, engaging music. Like, this seems like more of a song where you would rely more on the natural majors and minors as opposed to the pentatonics and blues, but that's fine. At least in the main solo section, but that's okay. Yeah, there we go. That's kind of more what I was expecting. This is more of what I was expecting. It's good. Oh, yep, that's exactly what I was, yep, this is good. This is really good. This is well done. Yeah. Just the pentatonic can be a little bit too cold when there's a lot of emotion. Well, there's a lot of emotion. It's good that he's riffing on top of that sort of like hook line for the guitar parts as well. I also am like really proud of the keys working here with the pianos and synths and stuff. This didn't need that. This track didn't really need an organ. It didn't really need synthesizers. The main sort of guitar, bass, drums, and sing, it was all strong enough without it. It's smart work. It's smart work. And the last song, Strange Urge. Beautiful. Cool. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for some cleaner acoustic stuff. It's a good way to change it up halfway, give the listener a break when they're listening through your entire album. That's fantastic. It's such a luscious, gentle, relaxing tone. There's so much space in the stereo field. I'm so proud of Stonehurst for what they managed to accomplish with Strange Urge. It is such a mature release. I think this is their second album, I could be wrong. It's what you'd expect of a second album. If someone came out with this on their first album, well, they would be just, you know. It's very difficult, but these guys have had time to grow, and it shows. Oh, because this is a bit of a longer one, so we're cool to see how they make the use of that near 6 minutes. All right. Back to the kind of light overdriven bit. Oh. Okay, we're going between like the minor and the major. Oh, this is very unusual. Not in a bad way, it's just I wasn't expecting this. This guy's got such an amazing range as well. It's cool, man. Pardon me. Oh shit, what's happening here? Oh, that bridge is savage, dude. It's ominous as hell, it's powerful, dude. Oh. Oh. It needed to go there low. Well done. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright, we'll go back to the major kind of vibe to it. Wow, that's a risky move, but they've managed to pull it off. That's cool. It just, they seem like two completely different sections, but that transition was fluent. Okay, good. We didn't go for a big solo there. That was a smart move. And we're going back to that sort of verse 1 style of delivery from the singer. That's great. All right, well done. Yeah, it's a lot slower this time. They're grooving the way they need to. Cool. This is why I like to do at least 6 tracks, because if I did it in 5, I wouldn't have heard what they were like when they really had kind of time to string a longer release together. You know? Oh shit. That sucks, man. You gotta watch out for those strange urges, man. Sounds like he's having a really rough time. There's a lot of anguish in the overall tone of this. The underlying hope? Maybe naive hope? Okay, we're going back to that main message. We're really getting it stuck in. Okay, what's happening here? Alright. Alright, there's a lot of room to breathe in this part. Oh, that was a sick slide there, eh? Lead guitarist knew to take the... Oh. Yeah, the pentatonic is a bit more kind of appropriate here, maybe. There's more tie spin on the vote. Oh, never mind. Call and response. This one would be sick live, eh? Very professional release overall, I'd have to say. You know, we'll get into closing comments in a moment, but really blown away by this. Really blown away by this. It's a shame, because I think that I'd get the most out of this album if I listened to the whole thing, but I'm doing 6 tracks, up to 6 tracks per artist. And I'm gonna stick to those rules for now. Obviously, if bands want me to review their other material, I'm welcome to do that, but I try to do one review, with these weekly reviews, like one review per band. I don't know how I'm doing next week, but we'll see. We'll see. Right, that was fantastic. So we've had a listen to Step Outside, Close to Home, Free Yourself, Memories, Out of Time, and Strange Urge. All of these were very strong releases. I don't think there was a single weak one of the bunch. Again, I would have thought that was it Out of Time or Memories? I think it was Out of Time, where there was like that bit where I was thinking, please don't go with the pentatonic, because it's going to completely ruin the mood and the emotion put forward throughout the verse and chorus sections. But nope, there was a lot of intelligence shown on behalf of the people writing the bits and pieces of that music. Stonehurst are an incredible band. Every single member is very, 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 very competent. It sounds like there's a lot of chemistry in this band. Everyone's sort of grooving together, giving each other a space to shine. The drum and bass has worked well together. There was not a single note out of place. Because occasionally in like live albums, like not live albums, but like in albums, you'll get kind of the excuse, but it's supposed to be sort of real and organic, and it's like, yeah, but there's no excuse for not being able to play your instrument well. It also doesn't sound like there's been a whole lot of that kind of behind the scenes kind of beat matching and stuff like that been done, It sounds organic whilst being played incredibly well, which is a rare thing nowadays. To well done to Stonehurst for that. I would need more time with these tracks to kind of get a gauge of what they were talking about throughout the tracks. I will do that outside of this review because I love each of these pieces, each of these songs individually. And I want to listen. I have a feeling this would be an album you need to listen to the whole way through to really get a grasp of what they're talking about. This seems to me like a sort of a whole as opposed to this is this track and they're all very different. The mixing and mastering is very coherent. It's loud without being overbearing. It's like compressed without being over limited. It's again, as I've said before, it's a very mature release from these guys. And I think that Stonehurst, I'm hoping they put something out soon because this was back in 2017 and I know that these guys are still going. It'll be really cool to hear what they release in the coming months or years. That's all I have to say about it, though. Well done to Stonehurst. That's 2 for 2. LED was dope. Stonehurst was dope. And hopefully if you're watching this, you'll listen to Stonehurst as well, this album, and also the rest of the stuff on their Spotify and social medias and really dig it. Because they deserve the support. Local Kiwi artists deserve all the support that you can give them because they're doing incredible things. But thank you for watching this review of Stonehurst's album Strange Urge, my weekly Kiwi reviews. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Stay cool, stay safe. Please remember to support your local artists and musicians. Like, this is just in general. Like, if you're in another part of the world as well, remember to support your local artists and musicians at this point in time, as they need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff that's been going on. I'll catch you next review. Spider hands out.